My fellow New Yorkers, it is now my belief that the federal government intends to charge me with crimes. If so, these charges will be entirely false, based on lies. But they would not be surprising. I always knew that if I stood my ground for all of you, that I would be a target, and a target I became. For months, leaks and rumors have been aimed at me in an attempt to undermine my credibility and paint me as guilty. Just this past week, they searched the home of our new police commissioner, looking for documents from 20 years ago, just 1 week after he joined my administration. Enough. I will fight these injustices with every ounce of my strength and my spirit. If I'm charged, I know I am innocent. I will request an immediate trials so the New Yorkers can hear the truth. New Yorkers know my story. They know where I come from. I have been fighting injustice my entire life. That fight has continued as your mayor. Despite our pleas, when the federal government did nothing as its broken immigration policies overloaded our shelter system with no relief, I put the people of New York before party and politics. Now, if I am charged, many may say I should resign because I cannot manage the city while fighting the case. I can also understand how everyday New Yorkers will be concerned that I cannot do my job while I face accusation. But I have been facing these lies for months since I began to speak out for all of you and their investigation started. Yet the city has continued to improve. Make no mistake, you elected me to lead this city, and lead it I will. I humbly ask for your prayers and your patience as we see this through. God bless you, and God bless the city of New York.
You know, my pastor used to tell us that the underworld of demons, they were always scratching and clawing at one another for prominence, because that's what corruption does. Corruption always bubbles up. And so what you're seeing now, and I'm not talking about Eric Adams, I'm talking about the entire Democratic machine. This is the outgrowth, the byproduct of corruption from Biden on down. Now, on some level, I don't doubt that they would come after him, because he was telling them this immigration thing is ridiculous. I mean, what am I supposed to do with all these people? But then at the same time, he was giving away free money. It's like, and I go, the whole thing about, and yet New York is getting better. What? So look, here's the thing. Two things can be true at the same time. This could be the Biden's Justice Department, paying him back for not supporting them and begging for more money. At the same time, he could be just as corrupt. Because you got to understand something. Democrats typically don't do this. Okay? If they were on the up and up, I'm talking Democrats, Hillary Clinton would be behind bars. I mean, what are we talking about here? I remember Bill de Blasio took taxpayer dollars to paint Black Lives Matter on a sidewalk and then invited people there and paid police officers to protect it. That's corruption. But it doesn't get called out. You're a Democrat. If you play ball, we won't use your crimes against you. We'll just look the other way. You think you got to know that I'm not making that up. Donald Trump says, I was the president and I had the absolute right to keep these documents. I can declassify whatever I want as president. No. You're going to jail. Biden, as vice president, with none, not that much authority to keep those documents. What do they say? He's an old man. He doesn't know what he's doing. And we've got to give him a. So I think both are correct. They are coming after him and he is corrupt, but they're coming after him because he, for some reason, because there's something else going on in the background, he wouldn't play ball. NYC Democratic Mayor Eric Adams indicted in federal corruption case. Yeah, that's right. New York City Democrat Mayor Eric Adams has reportedly been indicted in the federal criminal corruption investigation that has cast a dark cloud over his administration for nearly a year. The New York Times reported that the indictment remains under seal and it is unclear what charges he faces, but once it's unsealed, he will be the first New York City mayor to be charged while in office. And I just read you that I always knew that if I stood my ground for the New Yorkers, that I would be a target, and a target I became. Here's the thing. The investigation had initially centered around whether he conspired with the Turkish government to funnel illegal foreign contributions to his campaign in exchange for actions that he took as mayor. Investigators were also looking at whether he got free flight upgrades from an airline owned by the Turkish government. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Well, hold on a second. We got to go after this guy. You got to be kidding me. I mean, seriously? Oh, hold on. Oh, my God. The Times reported earlier this week that prosecutors subpoenaed City Hall, Adams, and his campaign 2 months ago for additional information related to China, Qatar, Uzbekistan, South Korea, and Israel. So none of this is new. Okay. He's been going through this now for months. My guess is whatever is happening in the background, okay, whatever's going on, didn't stop. It didn't subside. And so now, this is what Democrats do. The New York Post reported that U.S. Attorney Damon Williams is expected to announce the charges tomorrow, that's today, when the indictment is unsealed, and sources told the publication that Adams will turn himself in earlier next week. So now this is some inside stuff, and I picked this up from Tim Pool. Ashley St. Clair, Mayor Eric Adams being arrested is selective prosecution to punish Adams for speaking against the Biden administration. Bill de Blasio's wife lost $850 million of New York taxpayer dollars and nobody cared. Look into Kathy Hochul's shady Bills stadium scandal. This is not about corruption, or every New York politician would be in cuffs. She ain't wrong. What about de Blasio? His wife lost $850 million. Any investigators? Any indictments? No. I'm telling you, it's all selective. That's what I'm saying. Something is happening on the back end that no one knows about. Now, Eric Adams knows, okay, but something's happening because they've turned their ire on him and his administration. Hold on. By the way, the inside scoop is Mayor Adams was meeting with several large right-wing leaders over the last 6 months. The indictment isn't about political corruption. We still have no idea where the $850 million for mental health services that Bill de Blasio's wife misplaced. Selective prosecution. So Bill de Blasio played ball. If you play ball, you can get away with all your crimes. Why is Hillary Clinton walking around free? Oh, not only does she play ball, she builds the stadium. Okay, she's not just playing ball, she owns the team. So she's off limits. Any of you out there thinking that somehow, some way, Hillary Clinton will one day be brought to justice, you are delusional. But these are lower players. Mayors, governors, police chiefs. So there's something, look, this is corruption. My guess is, and once again, I'm making this clear, he's not innocent. I think he is corrupt. I know this because he's a Democrat. So he's corrupt. But they're only prosecuting him because he did something that they didn't want him to do. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm not. Let's not think that somehow the Justice Department is only after. No. Okay. For whatever reason, Mayor Adams somehow, some way, got in the crosshairs of the Justice Department. And by the way, it's not Biden. Okay, you all know that he is not with it. All right? Joe Biden isn't making decisions. Okay, so that shouldn't be news to you. So then where is it coming from? You think Merrick Garland is acting on his own? Come on. It's coming from the machine. So they wanted Adams to do something that he wouldn't do. Dude, he was giving thousands of dollars to illegals who didn't pay a dime into the system. Don't tell me that you were standing up for New York. No, you weren't. It's just that you did something that the machine didn't like. And so now you're on Front Street. Welcome to the Democratic Party. All right, that's it for now. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe. And if you're following me on Rumble, please press that follow button. And until the next time, God bless.